Hello guys, today I will be looking at a CRM for Outlook server component install in a B1 cloud setup. It will be a high-level view focusing on the following aspects: a server farm setup, a database server, a cloud control server, and install of the CRM for Outlook server component. I know that these setups can be done in a multitude of ways, but in general, the concept of a cloud setup is the same. Okay, we will start by looking at our server farm up here. I have placed 3 servers. The way it works today is that you have your SPO application installed on each of these 3 servers, and users are then able to access these applications through X amount of unique sessions per server. What we do with CRM for Outlook is the exact same thing. We install the add-in in the native client, which will then be available through all users spawning new sessions. A user fires up a session for the first time, receives the activation email and activates the product. This activation then places a file in the roaming folder, which lets the activation roam with the user across multiple sessions. I will have you note that this is only available when roaming has been enabled by the server administrator. Okay, so we have an example here of a cloud setup. It's an example I've taken from one of our customers. This customer has a database server set up with a single SQL instance, where they add access through to X amount of databases, depending on what the customer wants. Then they have a cloud control server with the cloud control center installed, and they have chosen to install the license server on this server as well. Then down here we have the CRM for Outlook server component. You can choose to install this server component in either the database server or the cloud control server. It doesn't really matter as long as we have access through to both of these servers. In this example, I have added 3 customers. Customer 1 has access to 1 database, customer 2 has access to 2 databases, and customer 3 has access to 3 databases. You can see up here that this is customer 1, customer 2, and customer 3. Now we want CRM for Outlook to enable our customers access to their databases through the server component. So we go to the portal and add each of these 3 customers on different subscriptions. We then download the subscriptions and add them to our server component. If we just consider the example of customer number 1, we add the subscription, and then during the setup we let our server component know that this is customer 1. Customer 1 has access to the database called CM11, and then we apply the login information and press OK, and then we have set up the mapping for customer number 1 so they can access their data using CRM for Outlook. And this example goes for customer 2 and 3 as well. So if we follow through with the train of thought here, customer number 1 spins up a new session on one of our servers from the server farm, the session, and opens an Outlook client. This client then says to our portal we have hosted on the internet, listen, I'm available for information here. What can you tell me? Is there a server component ready for me? And the portal or connector then relays the connection to the server component, which in turn then uses the subscription file to let the connector know that this is the database you need to access, then releases the connection so that the session can now speak directly to the database server.